By now you know what your topic will be for the signature assignment, and you likely have an idea of where you stand on the issue. To write an effective response essay, you need to identify the reasons for your position and provide evidence and expert opinion to support those reasons. You also must acknowledge and rebut counter-arguments. To argue effectively, therefore, you need sources, and at least one authoritative source beyond those provided to you will be required for the signature assignment. Please check with your instructor for the minimum source requirements for your essay. There are several ways to find credible authoritative sources from the Carroll Library. Today I will highlight 3: Gale eBooks, our current events databases, and Academic Search Premier. You have likely used one or more of these in a previous assignment, so I hope this will be a useful refresher. Gale eBooks can be found by clicking Reference on the library homepage. When searching in Gale eBooks, you will be searching multiple online encyclopedias at once. These are credible, reliable sources, but keep in mind that they provide broad background information. You might use these sources to verify basic facts, to check your understanding of broad concepts in the debate, or to see how the issue is discussed within a particular field. For instance, you might be interested in how the topic is considered from an economic perspective, or from a legal perspective, or from a cultural perspective. There are many ways to approach a topic. Gale eBooks is a great starting place if you're having difficulty weighing the two viewpoints presented on your topic and are looking for additional objective information. The Carroll Library has subscriptions to 2 current events databases, Opposing Viewpoints in Context and CQ Researcher. We'll find them by clicking Articles and then Databases by Subject. Let's start with Opposing Viewpoints. In this database, you can search by keyword or scroll for major topics. Within each search, you will find sources categorized by type. A viewpoint article is an opinion piece, like those provided to you for this assignment. As you did with the sources provided for this assignment, you'll need to consider the purpose for these sources. Why was the essay or article written? Are there any signs of bias? Is the viewpoint supported by credible evidence? You will also find links to academic studies, to news articles, reference materials, and other sources. Academic studies can be useful, but they are often narrowly focused and may be written at an inaccessible level. You'll need to ask yourself, does what I'm reading make sense to me? How does the focus of this study relate to the specific question I am trying to answer? It may be that the academic source is simply too narrowly focused to be useful to you. News articles, in contrast, tend to be shorter and more limited in focus. However, they are highly accessible and may provide useful contemporary context as well as specific real-world examples. The CQ in CQ Researcher stands for Congressional Quarterly. This publication does not cover every topic under the sun, but it does provide in-depth research on topics likely to be addressed through government regulation or policy. While CQ Researcher is a single publication, each report draws on information from multiple sources and is painstakingly documented. These reports also provide lists of sources for further research. We can see that the articles are footnoted heavily, provide interesting statistical information, and are backed up with suggestions for further reading. So this makes CQ Researcher another useful source for many, though not all, topics. Finally, another database to consider is Academic Search Premier. And again, we can find that from our database list. This database links to both academic and popular journals. Be sure to limit your results to full text and try using a keyword search under Advanced Search. So you might try 2 words for your search. Once again, for academic sources, be sure to read the abstract first to make sure that this source makes sense to you and that it connects to your focus topic. If you cannot make sense of the complex terms in the title, it's likely that this source is going to be too specialized to be of use to you. However, there are many academic sources that are written on topics that make sense to us. They make sense in plain English. So academic sources can be useful. They should not be ruled out of hand. Please remember that our Carroll librarians are standing by to help you. Send a question to the reference desk via email or chat with a librarian. Like your instructor, the librarians are here for you. So remember, supporting a position in a pro-con argument requires specific, relevant, credible evidence. I hope that you will be able to use one or more of the tools demonstrated today to find credible sources for your signature assignment essay.